Hey everybody, it's James with Cold School, and I just got a bunch of stuff. I did separate unboxing videos for all this stuff, but for the ice chest air conditioners, but I thought, that's a lot of videos, and I was using new equipment and having difficulties trying to work that out. So I thought I'd just kind of go through some of the stuff here. So one thing that I got is this tubing, and this is 5/16 ID on the inside for the barbs that I use, because I usually get all the barbs like that and like that, or 5/16. And what's different about this tubing is this is soft tubing versus now the other vinyl tubing looks just like this, but it's stiff. This bends a lot easier and it doesn't kink. It's so if you do buy tubing and you want to use clear tubing, you can get the soft version if you want to do that. And see what else we got. So I wanted to experiment. I always use, say always, this one is not new, but I got one new. I think the box is over there. All of this stuff on this table is new except for this, but I did get one just like it the other day, but I just put one here to explain some of the stuff that we did get. This is an inline 3-inch bilge fan. This is an inline 3-inch bilge fan, and this is a 3-inch inline Atwood bilge fan. I use these on the bigger air conditioners, and that cover guard right there is 3-inch, and that's what I use on here. And the reason that I ordered these, I wanted to see what decibel level they were compared to this. And I also wanted to know if the 3-inch guard would fit on, so I know it fits here. It would not fit on here directly, so you have to shave off that little edge to make it fit. And I haven't tried this one, and this one's obviously, it won't fit on there. So if you just want to plug and play, then this will fit on there. So I ordered all these, that. And for power supplies, I bought these USB plugs. So if you want to run an ice chest air conditioner, I use a lot of 12-volt stuff, and I'm trying to find as many items that are plug and play as possible. And this is actually a higher amperage. This is a 4.8 amps. So you can run your fan and your water pump easily off of these, and you can plug that into a laptop or cigarette lighter charger, as long as you can support at least 2 amps to run this and a water pump. And then those are just 2.1 5.5 millimeter extension cords. And what I mean by that is you have these two ends. You have a male and a female, 5.5, and let's get close, and a 2.1. Those are the measurements if you want to use those types of barrel plug, and they're real common. Also got USB supply cable, power cable, with the male end of the barrel plug and a USB, so you could actually come off of the cigarette lighter style and power your plugs, power to your plugs for your air conditioner. These are 12-volt inline, because it's got the plug male and female on both sides. And this is a rotary power supply, or power speed controller. Now this is actually an LED. Now these are all, I'm experimenting with a lot of this stuff that I just bought, so don't take it on my recommendation yet until I try it running the water pump and the fan at least 2 amps to see if it'll hold up, because a lot of these little devices are for LED strip lighting. And so I got those, and these have the click, as you heard, so at least you know it's off. This is an inline on-off switch with a barrel plug, 2.1 and 5.5 millimeter. And then we've got these are power cords that are male for the barrel plugs that you can actually hook up. When you buy these fans here, they come with bare wires, so you can actually hook up those if you decide to do that. As you can see, with these come with bare wires, and as you can see, this comes with, what is this? So this has eyelets on the end of this, or they're both. Yep, they're both eyelets. So what else we got here? So this is, if I'm not mistaken, well, it's an inline operable device, but I think this is a dimmer. It might be an on and off. I bought so much stuff I don't remember for experimenting. I think this is a dimmer switch, which you could use. If it's an on-off switch, then it's like it would act as one of these, and just you can turn on your fan or your pump. But I think it might even be a dimmer switch. And oops, I got that over there. I don't remember where that. This is actually a remote control for LED strip lights, but it's 12 volts. And everything I bought goes up to 2 amps, so that should be fine with this fan and a small water pump. Now that's on a small ice chest using a fountain pump, maybe not a bilge pump, but be fine with a bilge fan. And you would plug this in line between your power source and your water pump, or your fan, probably your fan, and you can operate the speed of your fan with this. And these are bulkhead fittings with barbs. So what I'm doing right now, a lot of these barbs are for that. I'm building a small 9-quart ice chest air conditioner that can also be hooked up with 2 side ports to run ice water out of a 5-gallon bucket or a 48-quart ice chest. So you can use the small 9-quart ice chest with a small amount of ice and ice water, which would be limited, and then you can also run a reserve tank to something else. So I'm using these in different styles and designs to go through the sidewall of the 9-quart little igloo cooler, and then run the tubing to the other tank with the ice water. So, and these are bulkheads. So you just drill the hole through the side. Now you drill a small hole through the red side vinyl, and then a bigger hole on the other side, on the inside where it's white, and then you use the nuts and the washers, and then you can run the tubing on both sides, internal and external. And I just bought a bunch of different styles, and I also bought some stuff to actually make my own bulkheads, which is to put that on inside the cooler wall, through the cooler wall with an input and an output, and then actually run threaded not bulkhead fittings, but the threaded barbed fittings that I use on the other models coming off the radiator. And then 12-volt power supply to power the the whole unit, the pump and the fan. And this is a black colored version of the on-off switch like this, so you can actually get stuff that matches, which was something kind of neat. And then also we got, so in an emergency, if you want to hook directly to your 12-volt battery, you can do that. If you're in a hurricane situation and the electricity's off, you can hook up directly to a house battery if you have a tiny home or a van life or something like that with an AGM battery, or just to your car. And then to convert the 12 volts female, you would plug in this. And I have Y splitters. Well, actually, here's some here. So you would take a Y splitter, you'd plug this in at least a 2 amp power supply, and then you would take the Y splitter female to that male, and then that way you can run each one of these barrel plugs, one to the fan and one to the water pump, and run your air conditioner. So I got 2 of those, and then this is a 2 amp, let's see, 12 volt 2 amp. So this is a power supply, so I don't have to use that big brick that looks like a laptop charger, and it has the female power supply. And this is an converter, which takes the 110 down to 12 volts. I bought one in black and one in white, and some light switches. And let's see, I got some other stuff that I bought, but it's not over here on this table here. So anyway, that's a bunch of stuff we got. last week, and did a bunch of separate videos, and then just figure, well, let's just do it all together, and then somewhere down the road we'll do separate videos. So I hope y'all enjoy. If you like any of this, just hit like, and that's good enough for me. So we'll share together, learn together, test together, and build together. So y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.